My name is Luci Taylor, the legal name, and where am I from? Hutchinson, Kansas. I come from a family of 14, 7 boys, 7 girls. I'm right now subbing because there's a dire need of subs. I have been in the education business for 17, 19 years as a teacher's aide. When the Hispanics first started coming over, I was assigned by the superintendent to teach them English, and I went to 6 different schools and worked with 150 some kids. I also went back to MTSU at the age of 50 to get certified, but I didn't want to be certified as a teacher yet. And so there is a dire need of subs. So right now I am doing till the end of May a substitute job for a teacher that's having her first baby, and it's an honors class, and they're really good at Harris Middle School. Oh wow, we go way back. He used to be the chief of police, okay? We just met him that way, the chief of police. I do a lot of community service, but what I have to say that's really good when he was chief of police and now he's the sheriff, is that when he was chief of police and the Mexicans started coming over, there was fear of the policemen because of Mexico. And we were able, as a community, Latino community, to be able to meet with him and some of the Hispanic community leaders or people, and he put us at ease. We also, because of the Hispanics coming from Mexico, we worked together as a group, and we were able to enlighten them in the laws, like putting your child in a car seat or fastening them. Also trying to get, at that time when he was there, we were able by the governor for every Hispanic to have a driver's license, which meant that that was their ID, but also they had to take the driver's test, which was good because they knew the rules of the road, you know. We have been close working together in the community, and he wanted to be sheriff, and so, you know, I'm there if you need me. But the Latino community do feel comfortable around law enforcement because of people like him. Well, as long as I've known Sheriff Austin Swing, he has always been like, if I had a question or somebody had a question, I could call him, and we know how busy he is, he would respond back and give us an answer, you know, and all. If there was something we noticed that wasn't right, like maybe a crime or something like that, we would talk to him. We felt like things were confident, that we can share with him certain things, and he would be able to help us that way. He is very nice to all of us. It doesn't matter what color you are, you know, and he tries to help people constantly. He is there. He has raised a fine family, I feel like, and he has a granddaughter named Cassie that worked with my son at the census. This last year we did 2010, 2020, but we've been able to work with him as a community leader also. And he also, because he works interactive and comes into the different meetings different people have, we see each other then, and he's just sweet. We have a tendency here that if you see somebody and you feel comfortable in the Latino community, they usually give you a hug. And we feel that comfortable with him, or a handshake, you know. He also has done a good group with the policemen and the sheriff's department that they are fair and they speak to us and respect us, you know. And like I said, I just feel like the people are not afraid. One other thing he does that I think is cool, somebody from his department told me his name was Benji. We talked, Benji and I, Officer Benji, he was a neighbor at one time. And we, at our church, collect stuffed animals for them. And Chief Austin, or Sheriff Austin Swing, comes and picks them up for us. This 3rd year we've done it. And the stuffed animals, we've talked to him before about it, and Benji helped me, that every stuffed animal, we buy brand new ones. We don't take used. And the church has the largest Hispanic community here, and the English, St. William's Catholic Church. And so we get a lot of toys, and we put them in individual plastic bags. They go under the tree, and Sheriff Austin Swing's been sweet enough to make sure that, you know, we like to take pictures, and make sure that he does come. He has sent other people with him. And He's very appreciative. Now, those stuffed animals go in the trunk of officers when they have to deal with domestic violence or a child being taken from the home. It does bring comfort to them. And I know from experience, so you know. One thing with Sheriff Austin Swing, when you're talking about strong ties, he treats everybody fairly, like their family, okay? He's very generous of his time, but he has a real job to do, you know, keeping crime down. Like I said, you know, that with us being the Latino community, we do know that if they're told, now we got a lot of new immigrants coming in, and they're Guatemalans, you know, and all. So, you know, we try very hard to work with him, also to inform them, but he treats everybody fairly, you know, and he's very kind. I've been to his academy when he did it in Shelbyville, the police academy. I was very honored to be a part of it. And, you know, he's a great organizer. He does come, he treats everybody with politeness and kindness and we get a little taste of the South that way, with people like him. What I thought was really unique about him and being in law enforcement, I hear officers talking about how they liked working under him. And then when he became sheriff, you could hear them, you know, and some did retire, but you know, the change and everything. Again, you know, one thing I can share is that he's always been nice and kindly. And it's not only to me, but to other people, you know. And when you have a plan, a game plan, and you go to him and you say like a concern, okay? Like let's say I have a concern and I work in the schools and I know that we have got a new flow of Latinos coming in and the kids are working. We want them in school, but they're working. You know, we know that they're underage and everything. And I could call him and tell him my concern and he can guide me, you know. And I know that a lot of these kids have to send money home to take care of their families. You know, many of them have come for that. And Sheriff Austin's really good about explaining things. I understand where the people are coming from, but he'll explain like with laws and everything. He's got a good sense of humor when you get to know him and everything. And I just feel like people do like him, and I do pray he gets reelected again. So, you know, because everything that's going on, you know, the community, it's still, I think it's still a little bit more calmer than you see in New York and all that, you know. But it's law enforcement that's providing that service. So, you know, and he's got SRO officers that I see at the schools and everything, and you can see because of the leadership what kind of professionals they are, and we appreciate them. My name is Luci Taylor. I support Austin Swing. We want to re-elect him for sheriff, and we appreciate your vote.